Dear shareholders, after a challenging 2009, I have great pleasure in reporting that Maybank is firmly back on its feet. As we celebrate our 50th anniversary in 2010, we are as good as gold. Like gold, Maybank has proven our worth as a bank built on an unshakable foundation. Despite various crises, we have always delivered and are now firmly established as Malaysia's leading bank with total assets of over $100 billion and net profit crossing the $1 billion mark. We are extremely pleased to note that this year's profit is the highest we have ever achieved. Group profit before tax grew from 1.67 billion ringgit in 2009 to 5.37 billion ringgit. Net profit after tax and after minority interest surged to 3.82 billion ringgit from 691.9 million ringgit last year. In terms of normalized profits, our pre-tax profit this year of 5.01 billion ringgit is a 31.7% increase from 3.81 billion ringgit recorded previously. Needless to say, in the last financial year, our results were impacted by the 1.97 billion ringgit impairment charge on our investments in Bank International Indonesia and MCB Bank in Pakistan. All key business segments recorded higher revenues, leading to a 22.4% increase in our total group revenue to 12.87 billion ringgit. This is supported by a 10.3% growth in loans, 14.4% growth in net interest income, and lower interest expense in Singapore and Malaysia. In Malaysia, profit before tax increased to 3.87 billion ringgit from 183.5 million ringgit, while in Singapore, profit before tax increased to 338 million Singapore dollars from 247.7 million Singapore dollars previously. Maybank also benefited from our rights issue completed in April 2009, which has contributed to a strong capital adequacy ratio of 14.7%. Income from Islamic banking increased 17.2% to 1.434 billion ringgit, with total assets of 44.16 billion ringgit. The group also gained from a higher contribution from insurance, takaful, and asset management and investment banking. Non-interest income increased 38.3% to 4.67 billion ringgit, while our overhead expenses increased by 15.3% to 6.41 billion ringgit. This was to be expected following our regional expansion. Furthermore, this rate of increase was reasonable compared to the growth in net income of 22.4%. Let me now talk about our transformation journey. Our strong showing is a direct result of the transformation journey that we embarked on in 2008, which aims to improve our people, processes, and systems. We have three ultimate destinations: to be the undisputed leader in financial services in Malaysia, to strengthen our regional presence, and to become a talent and execution-focused company. Upon completion of the first wave of this transformation in May 2010, we brought together all leaders and senior management from across the group to take stock of what had been accomplished and the best way to proceed. While agreeing that much had been achieved, we noted that our transformation would be enhanced by a more holistic approach. Thus, the new House of Maybank was created, which realigns the group's aspirations into three pillars: global wholesale banking, community financial services, and insurance and takaful. This new structure encourages greater cross-border cooperation for more strategic cross-selling and bundling of products and services. Interestingly, our new architecture takes us back to the vision of our pioneers, namely to serve the people. Only now, we do not just serve Malaysians, but also 14 other nationalities. It's very easy in today's age of ICT to lose the human touch. But Maybank believes to lose this is to lose our age. Hence, our new mantra is to serve from the heart. Let me now talk about humanizing our services. This means getting closer to our communities. We already have the most extensive reach in the country, with 386 branches and 2,800 ATMs serving some 9 million customers. But we plan to further expand our network so that every Malaysian has access to Maybank. With our corporate clients, the focus is to be a trusted partner that really understands their business. We will study our clients' needs and offer tailored services that enable them to realize their objectives. In community financial services, we have segmented our customers according to their profiles: high net worth, affluent, mass, SME, and emerging corporates, and are channeling more sophisticated, segment-appropriate products to them. In insurance and takaful, we adopt the ethical way of helping the customers protect their assets and build a better future by serving with professionalism, empathy, and integrity. In our quest to become the national insurance champion by the end of 2010, we will reactivate certain structured products and develop new plans. To support growth of this sector, we will diversify Etiqa's portfolio of assets beyond Malaysia and into regional capital markets. We realize that to be effective, our personnel have to be professional and deliver a consistently high level of service. We have always rewarded high flyers who are encouraged to excel by a talent management program. But today, the emphasis on people development is more pronounced. We engage our employees in honest dialogue to seek their views to the bank's future and their future with us. Our employees came out with many suggestions, some of which have been implemented. The results are encouraging. We are getting positive feedback from customers, and certain sales are even doubling. On Islamic banking, Maybank Islamic is the largest Islamic financial services provider in this country. But that's not enough. We are targeting Islamic banking to make up no less than a third of Maybank's domestic financing, and to be the largest Islamic bank in ASEAN by 2015. We have begun to implement an Islamic-first strategy across Malaysia that sees our frontliners introducing Islamic products before conventional ones. We are also converging all Islamic products across the group under the Maybank Islamic banner and promoting it aggressively. Our acquisition of BII in Indonesia and MCB Bank in Pakistan will support our expansion in these large Islamic markets. At the same time, we will capitalize on opportunities that exist to promote Islamic banking in the relevant international operations. On regional expansion, Maybank already has a strong base in the region. We are considered the fourth local bank in Singapore, and with BRI, we have an extensive presence in Indonesia. And we have achieved a reasonable foothold in the Philippines, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Brunei. We are, however, further expanding in all these countries and plan to cover the entire ASEAN market, as well as the Middle East, China, and India, at the right time and at the right opportunity. Our vision is to be a regional financial services leader by 2015. Towards this end, we are launching a regional center of excellence to enhance our global markets trading activities. We will also be ramping up the universal wholesale banking model in Singapore and Indonesia with innovative investment banking products. Supporting this will be a fully integrated end-to-end regional trade finance and cash management platform. We will be supported in our expansion plans by effective IT infrastructure and risk management systems. I had mentioned in the last annual report that Maybank was migrating to the internal ratings-based or IRB approach for credit risk and standardized approach for operational risk under Basel II. I'm pleased to say that as of July 2010, Maybank and Maybank Islamic have fully migrated to the Basel II IRB approach for credit risk. This major achievement for the group reflects our commitment to adopt international practices. Maybank now joins a select group of international banks in early adoption of IRB approach in Southeast Asia. The group's excellent performance over the year has not gone unnoticed. We received the Gold Award in the finance category of the Putra Brand Awards from the Association of Accredited Advertising Agents Malaysia, organized in association with Malaysia's most valuable brands. In addition, we have received numerous other awards, both local and international, which attest to our service excellence. These include Asia Money's Best Domestic Private Banking in Malaysia and Euromoney's Best Private Banking Services Overall for Malaysia, as well as the Most Outstanding Retail Islamic Bank Award to Maybank Islamic in the Cliff Islamic Finance Awards. As the pickup in the Malaysian and regional economies become firmer, prospects are looking bright for the financial year 2010-2011. The Malaysian Institute of Economic Research, or MIR, has revised upwards its GDP growth forecast for 2010 from 5.2% to 6.5%. Our own research team at Maybank Investment Bank is even more bullish for Malaysia, with GDP growth forecast of 7.5% for 2010 and 6.1% for 2011. This will obviously provide a boost to Maybank's core commercial banking operations. At the same time, strengthened capital markets are expected to support the investment banking and insurance business. Competition will no doubt intensify with liberalization of the industry. However, we are confident that our investment in the fundamentals will bring returns in the long term. Our vision of becoming a regional Islamic bank also acts as a strategic differentiator. Net interest margin is expected to remain relatively stable, and we will grow all our loan segments with a firm eye on quality. The group will continue to manage our capital efficiency following the adoption of Basel II and as we prepare for Basel III. In global wholesale banking, we will support the growing corporate sector, which will attract private and public investment. Regionally, we will continue to spread our franchise, leveraging on the strong foundations we have established in Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. In summary, barring unforeseen circumstances, we expect to perform even better in the financial year ending 30th June 2011. Our success over the past year and in our 50-year history is due to the diligence, commitment, and support of all our stakeholders. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has contributed to what Maybank has become today, Malaysia's regional financial services leader. Special recognition, however, is due to our Chairman Tan Sri Datuk Megat Zaharuddin, our board members and management, as well as our 40,000 employees across the region. Mention must also be made of the continued support of Bank Negara Malaysia, the Securities Commission, other regulators, our partners and clients for their confidence in our ability to deliver. On behalf of the bank, I thank all of you from the heart. Thank you.